The latest of series of innovations that will keep Kaizer Chiefs and their supporters at the cutting edge of technology advances. Kaizer Chiefs recently announced their participation at this year's RUSH Esports event taking place in Sandton over the weekend. RUSH is based on esports gaming, aimed at bringing a number of different sporting tournaments and activities together under one roof. In this instance, if you love football, but you were not good enough at the trials, or maybe two left feet, or maybe just love rugby, with RUSH Esports, you could actually be a KC player. In fact, the person on the screen right there, yeah, that's what it's about, Kamiso.
Yes, indeed.
Speak to us about RUSH Esports, first and foremost, for the sake of our viewers. Why did you, in particular, as Kaizer Chiefs, get involved with it?
To be honest, when we were approached by the RUSH team, it became quite evident to us that we were being spoken to by the right people. The guys that are organizing RUSH are the gentlemen that organize Rage, and they are obviously have a reputable reputation in South Africa in terms of gaming, and it made sense to us. Kaizer Chiefs has been researching esports for approximately 4 years now. It's a space that we've been wanting to get into, and RUSH allowed us to make that soft launch, if you like, or that announcement before anybody else, because we like to do things first.
I think then the question comes in, how big is esports gaming in South Africa? Is it something that we not particularly, know of, unless you're really a gamer in the head?
The South African market is interesting. It's growing. It's definitely growing. We're not anywhere near what's happening overseas, but we are definitely growing in this country. We have, children from all walks of life, and not only children, adults. And that's the great thing about gaming, is that it really transcends ages. But I think with brands like Kaizer Chiefs getting involved in esports, it's going to mean quite a lot for the future. I think it's also a traditional white space in terms of the demographic, and it's going to be interesting to see how different demographics can be part of that. It does seem like a privileged space, so you do need to be able to have access to hardware and computers and PlayStations, etc. But I think the space is opening up, and the South African market is definitely amenable, and there is so much growth. And I think with our announcement, as you see, we lead and many have followed, or some have followed. So it's definitely going to be a big thing. I think there'll be more teams following us. Yeah,
coming this weekend, we've seen, in fact, some of the former players or some current players as well. They've been, having go at each other around esports and e-gaming, so to speak. What do you expect in this weekend? As far if I'm a Kaizer Chiefs fan and you say I must go out there to Sandton, what do you expect? What should I expect? You
should expect to come and have fun. You should expect to be able to come and play your games, because you've got mad skills, I'm sure, as a FIFA player. You're going to be playing in a FIFA tournament. That's how Kaizer Chiefs is entering the esports arena. However, we are going to branch out into other esports, so we will be having other games. But for this weekend, we're saying come and join us. You're going to be able to get a chance to meet Shabalala. If you have not met him, come take a picture with him. Brilliant Kuzwai will be there with us, as well as Joseph Mulangwani and Ryan Moon on Sunday. The guys will be coming through from tomorrow until Sunday. So we're expecting that supporters, our family of supporters, will be having a good time. There's great prizes, and the winner of the final on Sunday walks away with 20,000 rands.
And the part I think of our viewers as well, and interesting, how do they become that Kaizer Chiefs star? Is it open, obviously, to not just playing locally, or who are they playing against?
So I think we need to be clear. We've got a strategy around esports, and the event is allowing us to enter into that world of esports. This is only the beginning. Kaizer Chiefs has got a long-term strategy. It's not a once-off. It's not a reactive. And as a result, we're going to be scouting our team of players. So people will be able to be to stand a chance to stand out. We're scouting just like the football department does. We're going to be scouting esports players, and we're going to be going around the country. This event is but one, and there are going to be many. I was actually looking at comments on Facebook and responding to some of them. I had people saying, but why aren't you coming to the Gussie? Kaizer Chiefs is going to be doing that. We're going to be traveling throughout the country to source our players. So I'm very excited about that, and I think the opportunities are great for old, young, white, black, female, male. We're very excited about the female gaming space as well, and we want to see a lot more gamers come through.
Well, I must say, looking at your website, I can tell you, yes, you are leading that term, because, you get on there, it is quite progressive. Let's get to the team now. Kaizer Chiefs, it always begins the weekend of the 29th. That's what everyone looks forward
Derby.
to. Everybody wants to go to that. Speak to us. I mean, it's been a bit of an indifferent season last year. I know that's not really your forte, but in general, as a footy, I mean, it
Look,
was
I'll be honest. It's been 2 tough seasons.
Yeah.
It's been 2 seasons that are unfamiliar to us. Never before in our history. We've acknowledged, we've moved on, and we're at the drawing board, and we're going to be campaigning quite differently this season. I'm quite confident that the football department understands that they've made a lot
because it makes
of people
life
unhappy.
a lot tough as well.
Difficult for us. I mean, you should see the comments we're dealing with, but it comes with the territory. This is the big brand that we are, and when you are a winning brand and it's in your DNA, you cannot disappoint. And I think when we talk about the jersey, you'll see our theme for the jersey is KC never sleeps, and really speaks to the fact that if we cannot do our best, we cannot sleep. If we have not done our best, we cannot give up. If we have not trained hard enough, we can't sleep. If I haven't done my job as digital, I cannot sleep. I've got to stay up and make sure I deliver.
How have things changed? I mean, you mentioned digital. I mean, the fact that Kaizer Chiefs has a department fully fledged to digital, 5-10 years back, this was not even thought of. You had your website, www.kaiserchiefs.co.za, and that's it, you were done. How have things changed over the years, in particular with that? Because I think maybe it's a space that we haven't tapped.
No, it isn't. I'll be honest with you. My brand is a very progressive brand, but I have a formidable chairman in my chairman. He created this department about 4 years ago, allowed me to become the digital manager because it was an area that I'm very passionate about and that I really want to drive and champion. And I won't lie, he gave me the chance. He put faith in me and he said, listen, you guys are talking about this digital thing. Do it, let's see. And I've got a 4-man team, including myself. I'm the only lady. And we're a small team. We're a bit stretched. We will be expanding it. As I say, Kaizer Chiefs has got a digital strategy. It's part of where we're going in the future. It would not be clever for us to have been thinking in that way. And our chairman is a progressive thinker. He thought of this a while ago and has seen where things are going. And that's why digital, or our digital department, have become quite an integral part of the marketing department.
In fact, what we've just done, as we show you website on air, actually, the question we'd asked earlier, I think if somebody hadn't voted, they probably just saw an answer. Let's quickly come back to us. Earlier we asked the question, in fact, you sent us a question earlier to ask our viewers, and the question was for our viewers to name at least 2 players that have been signed by Kaizer Chiefs over the next 2 seasons. In fact, I think you got the names in front of you.
I've got the names in front of me.
That's the first one that we...
I've got the names, and we've got some winners. I do want to announce the lady first because, you know, we're all about male, female, but we love the ladies. And Una Mahlangu is our first winner. She's chosen, she's indicated that she gave 2 of the names, and she's right. She knows her.
Is that Mazandi or Mahlangu? I think Mazandi is...
I've got Tabiso.
No, that's fine.
You. I've got
Mahlangu will be the next one. In fact, let's pop all 3 up. That's
let's put them all up because they all got the right answers. It's 2 ladies actually.
Yeah, 2 ladies and 1 gentleman who actually.
Nice guys for choosing ladies.
Yeah, so actually we'll try and get those names back on there, so that our viewers know exactly who
it is.
The one.
Well done.
And I must say, there's more than 6 tickets. That's 2 tickets per person. There's more than 6 tickets. So if you were not announced today, make sure that you do write in, and we'll have other questions again. There's another one right there. Amakuleni Bilankulu.
Yes, Amakuleni is one of the winners.
Pilani Zulu as well as Bungaleti Jaiya is one of the 2 players that you asked for. And the other one is Mazandi as well, who won. But we'll keep them, we'll get in touch with them.
Great.
In fact,
Well
there is
done,
Teenage Hateb as well as Bungaleti Jaiya.
Yes.
What I realized throughout this, Bungaleti Jaiya was the big name everyone's speaking about.
It's quite interesting. I think we're quite excited about what we're going to see on the field, but I think we're excited about all the players. I'm excited to see what the guys offer, only because they know we're coming from a tough season. With these 3 new guys, we've got some juniors we've promoted. I'm excited about them because youth is a big focus for us. So I think the fans want to see what we can do. Given where we come from the past 2 seasons, we've got a lot to deliver on this season.
It begins this weekend. I know the season on the field begins the other weekend. For you, it begins this weekend.
Begins this weekend, and this now, I think, is an indication of where the business is going. Off the field, on the field, esports, football, core business. This weekend begins for us with RUSH. We're scouting. Come check us out. Next weekend at the Derby, wear your colours. Biggest game in the country, biggest game on the African continent. One of the top 10 derbies in the world. Very excited to be part of such an awesome brand. I can hear the studio guys saying, tickets. No tickets. Story of my life.
Kevin Smutong, thank you very much for joining us right here on Sports
Thank you for having
Much appreciated. Looking forward to what RUSH offers, and I'm sure that, as you said, in fact, plenty of other teams will catch up and try and catch up.
Come game with us. Come come game with us. Come have a
If
nice
they-
experience. If you've got skills, only, hey? Because we're not playing
my
around.
13-year-old brother, maybe me.
Bring him.
A rugby person.
Bring him. We'd like to see him. Thank you
Smith,
very much.
Kaizer Chiefs Digital Manager, joining us right in Sports in Prime. Thank you very much indeed
Thank you
for having a chat with us.